What up, Panther Nation, Pantherologists? Welcome back to yet another edition of Pantherology. Welcome to today's live stream. I hope everyone has enjoyed this beautiful Labor Day weekend. It has been very, very beautiful where I live at. It's been super nice. I've been enjoying the outdoors all weekend long. Getting a lot of stuff done too, I'm kind of tired actually because that sun takes it out of you when it's like, 80, 90 degrees outside. It takes it out of you going to the gym, stuff like that. Plus, I'm like remodeling this room down here in my office space. So I'm like remodeling it. Soon y'all are going to see this wall over here with like a nice big TV. I'm going to get mounted up there. It's going to be like, I'm going to have a bunch of stuff. And then I'm getting like some Panthers memorabilia, stuff like that. So it's going to be a nice like office space kind of ordeal that I'm like working on down here. So, but anyways, enough of that. Let's get in the chat here real quick. C3JJ is in here. What's up, JJ? Appreciate you joining the live stream, showing the support, man. NFL the kids always in here. Kevin, you've been in here a lot lately. I appreciate you showing your support as well. Raymond Short Jr. says, hello, Panthers fan. Been a Panthers fan since 1995. I've been a Panthers fan since I could understand what football was, and since my first ever game was my first ever football, like true football game, was a Carolina Panthers game. It was a preseason game when I was like 10 years old, back in like I was born in 92. Well, no, I was younger than that, so probably like 8. It was like 1999 or 1998, something like that. That was like my first preseason game. I remember it was against the Pittsburgh Steelers. So that's when I first became a Panthers fan. Abdul Simmons comes in here. What's up? What's up? Appreciate you. All right. So I got a PowerPoint presentation put together for you guys. Today's going to be a decently long stream. Probably about an hour and a half, honestly. And then I got to work on a lot of shorts and TikToks for you guys. Raymond says, youngster. I'm 31, so I wouldn't say I am that young, but I wouldn't say I'm old either. But I appreciate that, Raymond. Appreciate that. Kevin Hubbard's coming in here. What's up, man? Appreciate you joining. All right, we got a lot to talk about, man. So let's get right into it. I'm going to start this stream off, though, with some positivity. I know there's a lot going on with the whole Brian Burns thing, and we're definitely going to be talking about that, so don't worry about that. I'm definitely going to be diving deep into that. There's going to be 3 different things that we're going to be talking about with this whole Brian Burns contract, because I think with these, there's 3 different kind of like cycles that are going on with this whole thing. And, I'm going to break that completely down. All right. So we got a fresh NFL season, okay, unfolds. We're prepping for week 1. Obviously, as us for Carolina Panthers fan, we find ourselves at these kind of like crossroads of emotions, right? It's a juncture where years of adversity, erratic leadership, the enduring spirit of the keep pounding coverage, right? The journey has witnessed the twilight of Ron Rivera's tenure, then the rise of the Matt Rule era. But today, we're not here to dissect the soul of the franchise, okay? Right? I'm here to instead, let's embrace hope for this team, okay? Hope is, if you look up the word hope, it's in its purest form, the foundation of optimism, untainted by the weight of expectation. I'll say that again. Hope, in its purest form, is the foundation of optimism, untamed by the weight of expectation. So in the realm of this column, okay, optimism is a construct built upon evidence. Okay, so evidence of players showing promise, even when the team falters, okay, or coaching decisions amidst a sea of questionable calls. Okay. So at this moment, though, we find ourselves in a short supply of such evidence, I feel like. Frank Wright, our new head coach, he brings his own legacy, gets a rookie quarterback, Bryce Young, carries the hopes of the Alabama fans into the NFL, right? Yet, they've never collaborated before, and much of the staff and players are strangers to one another. Okay. So forming a new football team where individuals are tasked with forging connections to achieve common goals. Okay. It's a mystery at the end of the day, right? We can't predict what's going to transpire this week, let alone the whole season. Okay. So let's momentarily think about it this way. Okay. Let's set aside. All right. Let's set aside the expectations formed over the offseason. Okay. Let's forget the foundations upon which our optimism was constructed. And instead, rekindle the essence of the concept of hope. I'm going to say that again. I'm going to repeat myself one more time. Set aside the expectations formed over the offseason. And let's forget the foundations upon which our, as fans, optimism was constructed, and instead rekindle the essence of the concept of hope. Now, I'm optimistic. I'm optimistic about the Panthers 2023 season because I hope they're better than the previous year, right? And the year before that, and better than ever before, right? This hope is not anchored in evidence. It's for the Panthers have really shown consistent signs of sustainability and improvement, right? We all know that. I can't label this as a new hope, right? Because probably Disney lawyers are going to probably, might take issue with that, right? They might come after me. But more importantly, it's hope I've nurtured almost every season. It seldom endures, right? It might not endure this year either, However, there is a freshness about this entire team this season. While we may not know about how Wright and Young are going to work together, the same uncertainty cuts both ways, okay? Nothing precludes them from being a remarkable tandem that takes the league by storm. So the realist in me also, though, okay, may argue against the odds. And that's besides the point. The point is that I can have hope this week. The only people capable of altering that hope are the Carolina Panthers themselves, this team. They are tirelessly working to keep all our hopes alive, right? So, for example, if our trio of Chark, Marshall, Chenault is unable to take the field in Atlanta, it would undoubtedly increase the pressure of rookie Mingo, Thielen, Hurst, okay? And then the newly acquired Smith-Marsette. I still don't know if I'm pronouncing his last name correct. I don't know if it's Marcette or Marcette, but either way, let me know. These players, though, back to what I was saying, these players will need to step up and make pivotal contributions to ensure a strong start to our season. And that's kind of like the mindset of like Frank Wright, the next man up. So at the Panthers, navigate the uncertainties of their wide receiver corps, the NFL, and us fans will be watching closely. I know you will be, right? And so to see how we rise to this challenge in week one, because this is a playoff game week one. You have to treat this week one game because it is an in-division rival. You have to treat it like a playoff game, no matter what way you look at it. So that was my optimism this morning. I'm hoping I could bring some kind of positivity there for you guys. Burns is a disappointment. He's getting paid. We at the mercy of Bosa taking so long. He'll get paid, show up, play. I'm going to talk more about that here shortly. I'm not even going to get Danny. I appreciate your comment. I appreciate you showing support to the channel. I will definitely dive into that more. We all hope that. Thanks. Thank Brian Burns. Brian Burns would be a defensive player of the year. Yes, I see. Appreciate it. Guys, if you're just joining, my name's Clay. I am a Carolina Panthers content creator. I am also a NFL creator on TikTok. So make sure you follow me over there. That would greatly appreciate it. I just reached over 1,000 followers over there. And we are on the road to 5K here. I'd like to finish this. I would love to get this channel over 5,000 subscribers by the end of the season. We are almost halfway there already. We're at 2,490, I think. So we're almost at 2,500. So I'd love to get us at the 2,500 mark. So make sure you subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. But if anything you can do, the most thing you could do to help my channel out the most is just by pounding that like button, man. The more you pound that like button, the best it does for me. All right. It helps the algorithm of my channel get out to those that maybe don't know about me. So it just helps out. So just pound the like button. That's all I ask. All right. I don't think he will be. There is a possibility. We'll dive in more about that, guys. All right. So let's get right into it. So got some news and updates here. Obviously, we heard the news this morning about some things. So Raquan Williams' rise to prominence. You know, I put that in there because I feel like one of the most shocking moves this offseason was that the Panthers' decision to release Raquan Williams, a formidable defensive lineman. However, Williams didn't fade into the background, instead finding his place on the practice squad. But surprisingly, the Panthers parted ways with Marquand McCall, leaving them with, you know, a thin defensive front, right? We don't even really have a true nose tackle, okay? Shy Tuttle's there now, but, you know, and I was looking through some articles and stuff, and it was interesting. It was on Twitter, stuff like that. But he might even get a chance to start in 2023 based on his impressive preseason performance. You know, the thing is the Panthers are thin in the interior defensive line. So that could open up opportunities for William to get a chance to kind of, you know, shine. Unfortunately, we're having to play this out like that because we don't have someone truly in there, right? You know, if other players don't meet the coaching staff's expectations, you know, Williams could be called upon to demonstrate this preseason form in a competitive setting. But that's the thing that we're going to be talking about is some needs that I think this team needs, still going into week one. Now, perfect free agent fit. This one's interesting to me for the Panthers. You know, I mean, as the Panthers prepare for week one, you know, there is speculation about potential additions, right, to help this team's depth, particularly in positions like the offense and defensive lines, and I think Dalton Risner as an interior offensive lineman could be a perfect fit for the Carolina. I think Risner's experience and consistency as a starter with the Broncos could provide stability to this guard group, okay? Especially with Austin Corbett on the PUP list for first 4 games. I think the Panthers would have a lot more confidence in their younger player. I wouldn't say they have confidence in their players. I mean, they do. I mean, the thing is that with these younger players like Nash Jensen and Ricky Lee, you know, adding someone like Risner, though, to the mix, I think would enhance their depth and provide valuable experience, in my opinion. Right? That's why I'm going with Dalton. I think that he would be a perfect fit. Exactly. I like that, Rock Jones. I like that. Thank you for joining the live stream and showing your support. Guys, make sure you continue to pound that like button. We got 16 people in here. Let's get that. We should at least have 16 likes. If there's 16, 17 people in here, we should have 16, 17 likes. So make sure you pound that like button. That's all I ask. Okay. Shane is in here saying, what up? What's up, Shane? Burns would get 17 sacks this year. I would hope so. Is Risner a free agent, or would we have to trade for him? As of right now, from my understanding, he's a free agent. No, he has not signed anywhere. He's just sitting there. So I would definitely go after him. I haven't heard anything about him getting signed either or anything. So he's just a free agent. So, all right, let's move on. So Brian Burns. This is just about his top 100 players list. Trust me, we will get into more Brian Burns talk here shortly. I know y'all are eager to talk about it. I hear you. I see you in the chat. I promise. All right. But he makes the top 100 players list. Okay. Obviously, the hot discussion right now is his contract. Okay. With the whole Nick Bosa setting the market kind of deal. kind of with Burns having that, I mean, no offense, but Burns does have that leverage there in the negotiation. But Burns climbed up to number 54 on the ESPN's top 100 player list, which he received high praise from, obviously, David Newton over there. Burns is known for his pass rushing. We all know what he's about. All right, he's a dog. All right. I expect him to thrive in this Panthers defensive system. The thing is obviously we're going to dive more into that. I know y'all really are dying to talk about it, so I promise we will. But he's got an impressive performance last year, and then hopefully this year, we get this contract situation settled. Then he goes and balls out again. So we'll see. Let's talk about Troy Hill real quick. Late in the preseason, the Panthers made significant addition by bringing him in. A player that's familiar with our defensive system. Hill's size, athleticism, communication skill, I think make him a valuable addition alongside JC, Dante, and CJ. Hill shared some excitement about joining the Panthers, citing the team's rosters with potential and elite level coaching staff as, major factors into him making his decision to come here. Despite joining late in the summer, Hill is expected to seamlessly fit into this system, possibly making an impact as that nickel / slot guy, depending on Henderson's performance early in this season. I feel like the Carolina Panthers 2023 season is already off to a crazy start, of course, with all these storylines and everything going on with Brian Burns. So it should be interesting, as we keep moving forward, it'll be interesting. Marquise Haynes, unfortunately, lands on the injury reserve. Kind of as a sudden twist of fate, honestly, in my opinion. I felt like he has gone from 1,000% ready of the start of the season to just a heartbreaking 0%, right? The veteran linebacker who has diligently, trying to use some big words here to sound smart when I should just use basic words. Anyways, working his way back from a back injury. He's been placed on the injury reserve. Honestly, it kind of came a shock to me. I didn't think it was going to be this bad to where he'd get puts on the injury reserve. Just last week, it seemed like his confidence was there and his readiness was there for the start of the season. And then this abrupt shift to the injury reserve list, to me, is just a significant blow, guys, from both him and the team. Especially last year. I mean, he set career highs in multiple categories. I mean, he recorded 29 tackles. He had 7 tackles for a loss. He had 13 quarterback hits and an impressive 5 sacks. His performance was a testament to his skill and dedication on the field. Unfortunately for Haynes, he now joins, tied in as well, Stephen Sullivan on the injury reserve list. And this means that the Panthers will be without 2 key players for the first 4 games of the season, leaving a void in the roster that needs to be addressed, right? And the Panthers find themselves in a challenging situation and need to fill these 2 spots, right, on the 53-man roster as they head into the season opener. So it's a tough break for Haynes, but the team will have to regroup, adapt to the new circumstances as they prepare for, the Atlanta Falcons. So it's unfortunate. Let's see what else we got going on. See who else is in the chat here. Who's in the chat? Corey, what's up, man? What up, bro? Love your content. Keep pounding. Appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Y'all are a blessing, man. Y'all coming in here, just showing your support means a lot to me, man. Y'all don't understand. I know you'll get Burns. I know you'll get to Burns, but how long could he play without a new contract signing? Well, he's on his rookie deal, so he could play. The thing is he's getting paid $16 million this year, so he could just play on that the rest of this season, and then they could sign him at the end of the year. I mean, he doesn't have to get paid right now. He wants to get paid, but he doesn't have to. Right? But he's because they picked his 5th-year option, and stuff like that. They're paying him 16 million this year. They're gonna give him a contract extension. They're gonna give it to him. It doesn't matter. When is it gonna happen? We're gonna dive into that. There's 3 parts of this that you got to think about. How much is he? How much is what is he looking for? Like, what does the contract look like? Right? Like, we're gonna break down what the contract looks like. We're going to break down how much he's going to get paid for how long, all that, right? Is this a good situation for the Panthers? Is it a bad situation? Is it a risky situation? There's multiple factors that go along into this, and we're going to break all of that down, I promise. High hopes for Haynes. Yeah, Underground West, I had some high hopes for him too, man. I really did. I thought he could be a good rotational piece for the outside, and I was thinking with this new scheme, it was going to fit his game, how he plays the game more beneficially. But and then I've even been saying let's trade YGM, but we can't trade him now because of Haynes' issues. We can't trade him. Let's get in here. Unfortunately, hope is dying with no mercy for Gamecock fans. We may never win a national championship. Rock, I'm not even going to talk about the Gamecocks on my live streams anymore because it's just some things are just better left unsaid. Rock, some things are just better left unsaid. Let's just say that. Yeah, Jen, we'll definitely get more into it. I promise. Okay, we'll definitely dive into it. Guys, make sure that if you're just new here, make sure you like and subscribe. That's all I ask. I appreciate everyone who's tuning in. There is 17. No, there's 19 people in here, only 18 likes. So make sure you pound the like button. That's the best thing you can do for me. That's all I ask. All right, just pounding that like button. All right. Not any better. Well, we got it here. Not any better for. Hey, actually, you know what, Justin? Unfortunately for you, I'm actually a Penn State fan as well. See, I have 3 college teams. I'm a Gamecock, I'm a Penn State, and I'm a Coastal. Mom's side of the family, all Gamecock fans. Grew up in it. Penn State, my dad went to school there. Coastal Carolina, that's where I graduated college. So that's I'm all 3 of those. So the only team that won for me this weekend was Penn State. I'm a Clemson Tigers fan. Yeah, I look forward to the game tonight, honestly. I want to see what the Clemson's got. I'm looking forward to it. Probably going to steamroll Duke, but, there's been a lot of the teams that have shocked me this weekend. So, but I'm just glad football's back. I was so glad college football's back. I'm a big college football fan just as much as I am NFL. So, All right, let's move on. Enough talk college football. I know what y'all are not here for this. Jim Memory comes in with a $4 super chat, $40.99. Thank you so much. That goes a long way too. I really appreciate that, Jen. Do we think we'll get Mike Evans next year? Oh, the problem is I don't know if Mike Evans will he be a free agent next year? I think he will be a free agent next year. The thing is we could, but the problem is you're only gonna get him for 2 years. I think Mike Evans would be a solid veteran guy to bring in. He, kind of like a D-Hop situation, but it depends on how much he wants to get paid. We're supposed to have like a top 10 salary cap by next year, so we'll see. Jen Memory says, "You're so welcome. I go to Myrtle Beach often, so gotta support." Hey, I appreciate that. Dirty Myrtle is well, if you've been multiple times, then So, that's another thing we can keep under wraps. Are there decent edge rushers in the free agent market? I'd have to check the free agent list. We could definitely dive into that at the end. Let's look. I'll go ahead and look up the NFL free agent market right now, and then we'll save that for the end. All right. Spot track is a wonderful thing. Okay. Well, wait a minute. No. I want to see who are available right now. Who are available right now? Okay. I got it up, so we'll go over it. All right. We'll go over that free agency. Did you get any effects from Idola? No. Just some random win. Not much, really. I mean, nothing crazy. I've been through some terrible storms in my day, and honestly, this was, I mean, it was just a rainstorm, honestly. But I almost went surfing, honestly, because I'm a surfer too at heart because growing up by the beach. I almost went surfing, but I was like, I'll probably get in trouble because I could get like a $500 fine if I got caught out there surfing. Thoughts on Deshaun Jameson? I liked his PFF grades. From what I saw on PFF, I liked all the gradings. I like what PFF was saying. He looks like he could be a solid dude. Obviously, he's an undrafted free agent. He's a rookie this year. It's all about development. I mean, a lot of our guys are unknown because there's so many young guys on here. So the unknown is there. The problem is that a lot of these guys are going to be developmental players. I think he could definitely develop into a dog. I've watched some of his highlight tapes. He's definitely could be also a special teams kind of guy too. So we'll see. He looks pretty good. From his highlights, he looked good. If Burns walks, Fit will lose his job. If he walks and we don't get anything out of it, like if you want to trade him, okay? Like I don't want to trade him at all. I want him on the team. Like I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is if you're don't let him just walk and get nothing out of it, right? Like at least get something out of it if you're going to do that. You know how screwed we would be without Burns and talk about no pass rush? Yeah, it would be rough, boys. It would be rough, ladies and gentlemen. It would be absolutely rough. So 27 people are in here, only 20 likes. Make sure you pound the like button. Like it, smash it, like you're the Hulk. Hulk smash it. You know what I mean? All right. Enough of that. Okay, let's move on. Here we all been waiting for. Come on down, Brian Burns. You know? All right, so Brian Burns. There's a lot of drama with this, okay? Okay, we're in a very stalemate position, okay? This is why this is a long tile. It's a risky game. As contract also Brian Burns becomes a stalemate in this unveiled saga, because that's what it is. There's nothing, okay? Like, we're not getting anything out of this really right now, okay? Based off this deal, okay? We got the week 1 this week against the Falcons, which is a playoff game. And it just appears that these negotiations are just hitting a major roadblock. And the situation is nothing short of, honestly, to me, it's just nothing short of just mind blowing. Okay. Because if you want me to be honest with you guys, and I made this this morning. So I'm going to show y'all what I made. I made this video this morning. This is how I imagine the negotiations going in our front office. I made this. No joke. And I'll show you how, and I can show you how I made this. So this is how I imagine the negotiations going.
20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, 140.
Like, that's how I imagine the negotiations going in our front office right now. You know? So, but anyways, I thought Joe would like that. But it's just intriguing. It's an intriguing situation, though. Like, Burns has been absent from practice, which is igniting all the speculation that his absence is contract related. To make matters even more perplexing, he's dodged the media after practice, so leaves us all guessing what's brewing behind the scenes. And then Here's the thing. ESPN's Jeremy Fowler needs to be punched in the nose, straight to the face. I mean, just a freaking deck. All right. Because he just threw fuel on the fire on his latest update. Because he's saying it was because according to him over there on ESPN, these negotiations have been ongoing for months, and the two parties are nowhere close to reaching an agreement. Because what I want to know is how did you find that out, Jeremy? I'd love to know how you found that out, Jeremy, because this revelation sends shockwaves through the NFL community because of the whole Nick Bosa and Burns. Okay. So as Burns is undoubtedly an elite player whose presence on the field is game changing. Okay. But what's more is that insiders suggest that the wait for a new deal might be tied to the fate of Nick Bosa. Okay. Bosa's next contract is expected to shatter records and set him up as the highest paid pass rusher in the league, potentially earning a jaw-dropping of over $30 million per season. So it seems like it's just dominoes that need to fall in San Francisco before the Panthers and Burns can find common ground here. And it's frustrating because let's not forget Brian Burns' spectacular performance last year, okay? He reached career highs in tackles for a loss, QB hits, sacks, all that, okay? His undeniable talent is undoubtedly deserving of a significant payday, okay? The stakes are higher than ever, and this contract saga unfolds, okay? As we await the resolution of this contract standoff, one thing is certain. Burns' future with the Panthers is anything but clear, okay? The NFL is watching this day by day, every single day, okay? So here's the thing. The Panthers are could be playing a risky game, though, with this situation, okay? He already said he felt. Let's see what else we got in here. Anthony Brown says, what's up? What's up, Anthony? Appreciate you joining the live stream. Guys, if you're new here, just make sure you like and subscribe. That's all I ask. We're almost at 2,500 subscribers, but there are 29 people in here watching. There's only 24 likes, so let's pound that like button 5 more times for me. If we don't have Burns, okay, blah, blah, blah. If we don't have Burns, we do not have no defense. If he is on his 5th year, why does he have the option to not play on Sunday? It sounds like Frank isn't sure he will play. Doesn't sound like he was pretty sure he's playing. I'm going to have to look into it more, Jen. It's a complicated situation with these contracts, and it's hard to keep up sometimes. He already said he felt he needed to be here for the team, and I'm not worried about it yet because he was here all through training camp and OTA's family related, I bet. That's what I'm thinking too, Mako 101. I'm feeling that way as well, but it is concerning to me a little bit as well. Like I'm like 50-50 on the situation. Like I'm not too worried about it, but then I'm like, so my mind's kind of like wandering, okay? There's no way Burns is as good as Bosa, but he might have more leverage than him because of what our defense would be without him. Yeah, and I never said that Burns is better than Bosa, okay? Bosa's putting up numbers that aren't even matched right now, and Burns hasn't even he's come close, but not that close. Except last year would probably be the year he's come the closest to Nick Bosa's numbers, but no, I'm not saying that Nick Bosa or Bet Burns is better than Nick Bosa. No offense to Carolina Panthers fans. That's just the reality of it. I think Nick Bosa is better than Burns. But some people think that Burns is better than Bosa. So I don't know. I think Bosa's better. He's proven it, and last year Burns just set his career high. So. Technically, I can't watch us on Monday Night Football if I get rid of this cable thing. That's why it's all about YouTube TV, man. I switched to YouTube TV You get all the local news, you get all the local channels still, and then you get all these other channels that you really don't need, but then you get 50% off the NFL ticket. And I'm like, okay, sign me up. And honestly, I love it because then the cool thing about YouTube TV, if y'all don't know, you can do like multiple screens, multiple views. So I was like watching like 4 games of college football the other day at one time. Dang, Mako coming in with the clutch over there for you, NFL the kid. Look at that. Look at that. Look at my community helping each other out. I love it. I love that. See, that's the stuff I love seeing. People help each other out in the chat. Love that shit. Love that. Love it. Mom said she won't get YouTube TV for pay. I get that. Hey, listen, I love it. I love YouTube TV. So, plus, the company I work for pays for my internet and stuff like that. So it's like, and like my company pays for a lot of things. So I have a lot of benefits for the company I work for. So it works out. So the risk of this though, guys. So let's talk about the risk of this Brian Burns contract though. There is risk involved. Okay. If some of you don't understand. So we're playing with fire when it comes to dealing with Brian Burns in some sort of way a little bit, okay? The clock is ticking, okay? The lack of a new contract agreement is turning up, some heat, right, with this negotiation. Burns is not just a player. To me, he is the lifeblood of the Panthers defense, okay? He's a dynamic force that could determine our fate under under our new leadership of Frank Wright. So that him being as explosive as he is, and the brink of becoming one of the most NFL's most formidable pass rushers as he enters his final year of his contract. Okay. His motivation to excel has never been higher. Okay. And we've seen it all through training camp, OTAs, and that's why part of me thinks that this whole relation thing, him being here, even though he wants to get paid, he wants to negotiate this contract. Part of me thinks that it could be like what, Mako 101 was saying, it could be family related, and it could be, right? There's a lot of speculations out there. Rock's coming in saying he's under contract as long as he plays, he stays healthy and balls out, he'll get paid. The question is, can he get more than 10 sacks and be a superstar for us? And, I'm going to continue talking about what I'm saying here. So we have an opportunity to resolve this situation, right? Before Atlanta, okay? Recognizing Burn as a indispensable cornerstone of our future here in Carolina. But his commitment to the team has been underlined when he turned down a stagger. His commitment to the team has been really undefined or underlined when we turned down a stagger trade offer from the Rams, okay, before that 2022 trade deadline, okay, making his intentions for the future, abundantly clear, okay. And in the league, where some high-profile names are holding out for bigger checks, as we already know that with Nick Bosa, Burns chose a different path. Okay, he reported a training camp, right? He remained active throughout and even stepped up his leadership role within the locker room. His professionalism hasn't gone unnoticed and has earned praise throughout this whole coaching staff and front office. Okay. However, negotiations for a new contract seem to have, like we said, hit a roadblock. Okay. And apparently the two sides are far apart from this deal. Okay. Now, the situation has some potential to escalate, but it could just be, and frustrations could boil over. But I think that considering Burns, who he is, what he's shown, I don't see that really happening, right? One possible reason for the delay is, like we said, it could be the Nick Bosa thing, right? Because Nick Bosa could be getting around $30 million per season. But here's the thing. Burns is not going to reach those heights. No matter if he thinks he will or deserves it or not, he will not reach a contract anywhere near $30 million per year like Bosa will. I will say, though, possibly in the range of $25 million. annually. But for Burns, this contract saga is an unwelcome distraction, in my opinion. All right. It has already proven he's already proven his worth to the franchise. I think Scott Baylor declined a massive trade offer for him last year and effectively relinquishing any leverage. So despite ongoing the uncertainty here, guys, Burns maintains his commitment to this team and the cause, and he acknowledges the personal nature of this whole situation. But has faith in the higher power and the in the power of hard work. Okay. But Carolina needs for Burns in this upcoming season is undeniable. Okay. What we need from him. Okay. While the situation is still uncertain. Okay. It appears calm between players and the organization, prolonged uncertainty, but could lead to complications, including franchise tag in the future, blah, blah, blah. The outcome of this saga, though, is uncertain. But one thing is clear, though, guys. One thing is clear with this whole thing is that anything other than Burns spending his prime years with the Panthers would be a severe mistake for this franchise. Would be a severe mistake. All right, so stay tuned. Continue. There will be more to unfold before our eyes. The intrigue, this whole thing surrounding this thing, it's leaving us, fans and everybody else alike about the future, what holds for this, for Burns, right? Brian Burns made an appearance at practice, but opted not to participate, right? Remember that. The immediate question on everyone's mind, did his absence have anything to do with the ongoing contract between the Burns and the Panthers? That was tight-lipped. That remained tight-lipped. So, but, with a few days of downtime before, diving into the game week, which they did this past weekend, and preparing for the preparation for Atlanta, the stage is set for the Panthers and Burns to revisit this negotiation table. And both parties have to express a desire to continue their partnership. Okay. Yet they've emphasized that there's no strict timeline, right, for sealing the deal. The burning question still remains, though. So what could Brian Burns' new contract look like? Okay. So that's one thing. What could Brian Burns' contract look like? There's 34 people watching, only 30. Wow, guys, 30 likes. Heck yeah. Thank y'all. Love all y'all in here, man. Appreciate y'all doing that. 30 likes. We've got 34 people watching, 30 likes. Wow, I appreciate that. Awesome. Y'all are awesome, guys. Appreciate all the love. All right, so for context, though, okay? So what is this contract going to look like, okay? So for context, TJ Watt, okay? He reigns as the highest paid pass rusher in the NFL. He's racking up like $28 million per year, okay? You got Joey Bosa closely behind, $27 million a year. Then you got Myles Garrett, who secures the third spot, who's getting hefty like $25 million per year, okay? Obviously, the thing is with the San Francisco 49ers and the Nick Bosa, which that's the whole big elephant in the room, okay? Bosa's impending deal is poised to redefine the market, okay? That's the potential of reaching a staggering 33 to 35 million per year. It was now, and it's probably, I mean, I could see it be more around 30, but there has been rumors it could be around 33 to 35. Okay. All right. This shift in contract expressions or expectations could be what's holding back an agreement. It could be. Okay. It could be. Now, like I said, it could be that, or it could be family oriented. All right. I'm on like two sides of this wavelength here, because I'm not too sure how to really think what it is, okay? But in all likelihood, Burns is destined for a contract worth, I would say around the 25. I would say between 25 and 30, right? I mean, that could be anywhere annually around there. Okay. While both he and the Panthers could prefer to strike a deal before the season opener, but the smarter move may be to let the negotiations simmer, revisit them after the regular season, assuming that Bosa's deal doesn't materialize in the coming days. Because as this suspense continues going on, like I said, this whole thing is far from over with the contract, and the resolution of this high stakes negotiation we'll see, and we'll just continue to watch this storyline unfold and go from there. God, y'all are blowing it up. Sorry. Okay, what are we talking about here? Oh, y'all were talking about all the Bosa is a straight up machine. Yes, he is. Y'all are talking about all the YouTube stuff. Now that would be a dream come true. Bosa burns on control. That would be absolutely insane. Okay. That would be absolutely insane. 39 people watching, 33 likes. Let's keep it going. Keep pounding that like button. Hold on 1 second, guys. I'm going to turn my fan up. I'm boiling hot. And I'm going to sit down. Been standing up for a hot minute. I got a stand-up desk, but I love this thing. Okay. But anyways, all right. Cool beans. I'm going to get through the chat here real quick, and then we'll move on to the next topic. Clay, do teams fly out for away games on Friday or Saturday? I think it depends on how far it is and the time zone difference, because sometimes they'll fly out like a week before. So they'll fly out. It's like I've even heard teams fly out after the Sunday night games and fly out that night. Some teams don't fly out till Monday morning, but it all depends. Let's see. Y'all are still blowing this chat up about working out. Okay. How much do you think Burns is worth compared to Bosa in terms of salary? Bosa is going to be, like I said, Bosa is going to be worth around 33 to 35 million. I could see Burns being around. I think Burns technically, I think he's around 21, 25. But there has been talks that he thinks he's worth 25 to 30. I think he's around. I think you could sign him for a 4-year deal, 84 million, right? That's 21 million a year. Right? Did I do the math right on that? 1 times 4 is 4, 2 times 4 is 8. Yeah, 84. So yeah, I could see it be. I think that he's worth 21. I wouldn't want to pay him near 25 yet, because I need to see if he's going to continue putting up these 12 and a half. I need to see him be putting up Myles Garrett, these guys' numbers that have big contracts. These guys are putting up almost, they're putting sack totals up in the 20s, right? He's only gotten 12 and a half sacks, and he had a career high last year, and that's great. And I think Brian Burns is an elite pass rusher, and I think he can be. The thing is that you haven't put these nowhere near the numbers up of these other guys. Like, you can compare yourself to him. That's great. That might give you motivation to be better. And I think that's the reason why he's been at OTAs and all the camps and at training camp and joint practices, and has been involved and has been a leader and has been helping other guys out on the team after practice and stuff like that. It's just that's great and all. You can do that. That's great. But you still have to produce on the field at the end of the day. Like, you got to, if you want to get paid like Nick Bosa, you got to put numbers up like Nick Bosa. And that's it. That's my thought process at it. Not a lot of people might agree with that, and that's okay. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. Guys, there's 33 people in here. I only need 10 more subscribers to reach 2,500, and I would greatly appreciate it if you subscribe. Tony Gibson comes in and says, keep pounding. Gotcha. Bosa has 2 times as many quarterback hit 50 point. Yeah, exactly, Shane. That's what I'm getting at. Like, you got to be putting up these numbers if you want to get paid like these guys. Do you think he'll play Sunday? I think he will. I think he plays. Here's the thing. Like, you can trade him, that's fine. If you're going to trade him, but you better get if you trade him, you better trade him for some worthy picks or some worthy free players. Because if I'm trading him, they better have something worth coming back for. Went to Mexico to grab some lunch, found a handsome Carolina poncho. Marcos, that's awesome. That is awesome. Guys, also, feel free to join the Discord. There's 33 people in here. So the Discord, it's free. Okay. So nothing on my channel you have to pay for. Okay. I don't have anything on my channel you have to pay for. Okay. If you go to this Discord link, I'll invite y'all. I'm going to put it in the chat. Okay. If you go to this Discord link, guys, this is how you can connect with me every single day, talk Carolina Panthers football every single day. So this is a nice little link right here. Discord. It's just like a chat, like a Facebook Messenger chat. And you can join it and we can just text. Okay. I think the Panthers about to trade him, franchise tag him. Yeah. I mean, he's getting paid $16 million. I don't see the point in franchise tagging him, but you might have to. All right, let's move on. So the team's needs. I've already kind of done this. I did this like last week, but I felt that really we need to upgrade some positions. Okay. There's a few spots I still should think that we need to address. Okay. That's, obviously Scott Fitter says we're always looking to upgrade every position, and that's been his phrase. When he's asked, where the team needs to get better, that's the same answer every single time, right? He knows other teams watch his press conference, that he don't want to give out any hints of where they may be looking in the free agent market, waivers, or on the trade block, right? So since Fitty is unwilling to reveal where he thinks the team needs some help, I thought I'd drop my 2 cents. Okay. So my 2 cents is interior defensive lineman. Okay. And here's why. Heading into training camp, the Panthers had Bravion Roy, right? John Pencinini, whatever his name is. That has to be Italian. Marquand McCall, all battling, they're all battling for a role on this team. In the inside role, of course, the inside. And all 3 are no longer with the team, right? Roy wasn't a fit. Pensini or whatever couldn't stay healthy. McCall supposedly wasn't a fit with what they wanted despite playing fairly well, which makes no sense to me when a guy is playing fair, at least definitely played the best out of anybody that was playing the nose tackle position, and then got rid of him. But anyways, I'm sorry, but the Panthers can't go into week 1 with their options being on LeBron Ray, Nick Thurman, Taylor Stallworth, those guys, and Taylor Stallworth's on the practice squad. But Derek Brown and Shai Total are going to need some help. Okay. Are definitely going to need some help. All right. Oh, that was about the Burns thing. His agent's dreaming to get yeah, of course he is. Of course he's dreaming to get a $25 million per year deal, because you know how much his agent gets off of that? Does anyone here think Laviska could be used as a power back type when needed? We'll dive into that. Shane, we'll definitely dive into that. I've definitely thought about it. Power back, I don't know, because he seems like he can't take a hit because he got on concussion protocol. So I don't know if a power back would be the best thing for him. I could see him being more elusive and he probably definitely has some power. I mean, obviously, I think he could definitely break some tackles and hit some guys like a power move. But the thing is he's more like a Debo Samuel kind of guy, in my opinion. I wouldn't say power back though, Shane. I'd say more of an elusive back. Can we upgrade our wide receiver separation on routes? Is there a position for that? Apparently, Rock, you can do that in Madden. I know you can do that in Madden, but I don't think you can do that. You'd have to get them. I don't know if you can upgrade them on in real life unless you find somebody else to run routes. I'm just kidding. I'm just messing around. But can we upgrade our wide receiver separation on routes? Yeah. You're gonna have to get some guys, right? You're gonna have to get some guys. But you can do it in Madden, that's for sure. But there's not necessarily a position for that. There's definitely ways you can upgrade that, right? Like, I think Thielen with his separation skills and what he's learned over the years could definitely benefit these younger guys. So if I'm getting anybody to mentor these guys at that position, yes, I would get him. But the thing is guys, yeah, I know you're joking, Rock. I know you're joking, but I wanted to get in on the joke. But yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, though, you're not going to get any upgrades on that unless obviously you hit the free agent market or trades. Nader just said, just subscribe, my man. I like it. We're getting there, folks. Thank you so much for the love and support, guys. I appreciate y'all, man. I appreciate y'all. Y'all are awesome today. I love when y'all come in here and make it a show, man. And this is what I love the most, when y'all come in here. All right, we're at 2492. I only need 8 more people to subscribe, and we're at 2,500. That's awesome. We're at 36 likes. Sweet. Hell yeah, guys. Y'all are killing it today. I appreciate this love and support, man. It goes a long way. Y'all don't understand how much that makes me happy. Let's see. But in the end, Rock, to your consideration, to Shane's consideration, I would run a Debo style with him. Okay. I run a Debo style. All right, let's move on. So the cornerback, okay. The addition of Troy Hill helps. Okay. But I still think there's could use one more body at the position. I want 6 corners. Okay. I want 6 corners in total because of the injury issues of Dante Jackson, JC Horn. I think we should have 6 corners. Okay. You have no idea what CJ Henderson's going to give from week to week. And like I said, the previous injuries of JC Horn and Dante Jackson's, it's reasons to be concerned. Okay. Power back. Now, this whole thing with the power back thing, right? Miles Sanders, I feel, is going to be a dynamic dual threat out there in the backfield. I think he's going to be a key player on this offense. He's going to take a lot of pressure off of Bryce Young. With that being said, there are needs that need to be physically present in the backfield to offset Sanders. Chuba Hubbard is not that, nor is Raheem Blackshear. Okay. I like Raheem Blackshear. I like what I've seen so far from him, but it's critical to find this type of back so that it decreases the number of hits Sanders and keeps him out of harm's way, like a Leonard Fournette, who is a free agent. He's a free agent right now, which we're going to go over the free agents right now that are still available. Okay. There are a lot of guys that are still out there, still looking for jobs that are still available. Okay. Let's get in the chat. Sorry about that. I had a brain fart there. All right, perfect. No one's saying anything right now, so that's no big deal. Sweet. Let's move on to the next subject, guys. Stream is freezing up. I don't know why it would be freezing up. Okay. All right, let's move on. So, did we find a nice little diamond in the rough here, guys, with this Smith guy? I know I talked about him before, but it kind of goes into I would not sign Lenny. Rock Jones says, do not sign Lenny. All right. Well, we'll go over the free agents list here shortly. So, did we find a diamond in the rough? Okay. We have some uncertainty surrounding some key receivers, right? With DJ Chark, Terrace Marshall, LaVisca. You know, he pulled off a little bit of a savvy trade there. Maybe that could be a game changer here, right? I like what I see so far from this kid. He's formerly a Kansas City Chief. Could be a hidden gemstone, right? That the Panthers have been waiting for. A 5th round draft pick out of Minnesota, who the Minnesota Vikings drafted back in 2021. Showed some promise in his rookie season. Had 5 receptions, 116 yards, 2 touchdowns in just 8 games. I know that's not a lot for a rookie season. However, soon found himself on the waiver wire, making way for Jalen Rieger, who they brought in, and then a journey that included some time in Chicago, then led him to the Chiefs practice squad. So then year 3 in the NFL is a make or break for a lot of players most of the time, from my understanding, right? And Amir sees this moment during this offseason. He led all the Chiefs receivers and ranked 2nd in the entire league with an impressive 195 yards and 2 touchdowns during the preseason. Now, I know preseason doesn't mean a lot. It's where your teams iron out their kinks. No one really gives a rat's behind, right? But the Panthers had their eyes on this guy throughout this period, and their interest obviously culminated in a trade. Okay. And just watching him on the practice field, and seeing highlights of him and stuff like that I've seen. Honestly, it's evident that he brings a smooth, effortless quality to tracking and catching the ball. While his immediate impact may be felt most on special teams, but there's definitely some growing excitement with this guy because of his potential. I'm now assuming some of the injury reserve receivers can suit up, right? If Terrace and DJ, LaVisca's off of concussion protocol, so I'm guessing those guys are going to be shooting. All those guys are going to be suiting up. May initially be, but however, he's got excellent route running from what I've seen. He's got hands. He's got great football intelligence. He's more than just a special teams asset in my mind. And I feel like our coaching staff acknowledges this guy, the versatility required for from these Panthers players, but him as well, Amir Smith, appears poised to embrace the challenge. And I'm looking forward to hoping that he embraces this challenge, right? I'm hoping they may have found like a hidden gemstone here. Hopefully it will make a significant impact on both special teams and the wide receiver core. So I would say keep an eye out on this guy. I like what I've seen so far. I think he's going to be sneaky good. I'm hoping we find a nice little piece here. He's nice. Yeah, he's a dog for sure. Jen, if Icky doesn't perform the first few weeks, do you think they bench him or change his position? I wouldn't say they bench him. The thing is he had a slow start last year. The problem is when you go watch his tape during the preseason, he was getting blown by speed rushers. And most of those speed rushers were second team players, which means they were rotational guys, right? They're the second string guys behind the guys that normally would play there. But he had a slow start last year, his rookie year. I mean, and of course you're going to have a slow start when your first game's against Myles Garrett, top 3 pass rusher in the NFL, maybe even number 1. Some people even say he's the best, right? And he's a freak. And Myles Garrett's a freakish athlete. If y'all don't know, y'all go check his like basketball skills and fighting skills. The guy's a monster. Okay. Anyways. I think it wouldn't be a bad idea to try him at left guard because you're not moving Zavala back over to left guard. You're going to keep him at right guard because he's the best that's been there so far. The most consistent at right guard. I could see them moving Icky to the inside and putting Christensen on the out. And that's the only move I think that makes sense in my mind. But honestly, I think Icky can be a franchise left tackle. I think you just got to let him you just got to keep him there and let him go. The problem is he's got to work on his footwork and his explosiveness coming off the line because he's just getting beat on the outside every single time. I like Marset. Yeah. All right. So the limited tape I've seen on Smith looks great, but I guess you could say that about most NFL players' highlights. Yeah, you're not gonna get. Yeah, they're not gonna have like hour-long videos. You know what I mean? I wish there was better ways of getting film for these guys and being able to. And I'm gonna start doing some film stuff for you guys here soon. Some film content, breaking down some film. Because I found out with the NFL Plus, since I have it, I can do game film on there without getting like demonetized. But there's a way I have to do it, so gonna figure that out so I can start bringing y'all some game film breakdown. I'm kind of sneaky excited about this guy, ISM. Yeah, me too. I like that ISM. See, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing his last name correct. The Marcette. I'm not sure if it's Marcette or Marcette. So. But either way, I know it's Amir Smith at least. And then Jen says, awesome. Thank you. No problem. All right. Last but not least, and then we'll get into free agents. Okay. We'll get into the free agency. So there are some concerns about this receiver core, though, for week 1, because they brought these guys in, right? You bring in Adam Thielen, you bring in DJ Chark, you bring in Damiere Byrd in free agency. Okay. You complemented by a 2nd-round draft pick, Jonathan Mingo. However, as the season opener against Atlanta looms large, the Panthers find themselves facing some problems with our wide receiver core, right? In the health, right, of these guys. Now, there have been some recent developments as far as, Damiere Byrd has, we already know he got put on the injury reserve. Several other receivers have been dealing with some various injuries, which we know with Terrace Marshall, he's been dealing with the back injury. LaVisca's been navigating through a concussion protocol. And DJ Chark is working diligently to come over this hamstring issue. So mounting injuries prompted by GM Scott Fitterer to make a strategic move by the getting in, ISM, that's why it kind of led me into this next topic, but may not be an immediate game changer in the passing game, right? His arrival adds depth and versatility to our roster. So with a focus on the special teams, right, and contributions as a rotational role in the receiver room, the question on every Panthers fan mind to me is, and it's been on my mind, is it time to hit that panic button regarding the overall health of our wide receiver room? Y'all sound off in the comments. Y'all let me know what you think. Is it a concern to you with our wide receiver room? Because our head coach continues trying to reassure us that it's not time to panic just yet. Okay. The team is closely monitoring the situation, which he keeps saying. Frank Wright is very tight-lipped, I feel like, when it comes to these things, right? When it comes to injury concerns, when it comes to trade rumors, it comes to free agent rumors, cut rumors. He's very tight-lipped, so it's very hard to get anything out of him, right? Hopefully with some more clarity in the next coming days, that could be nice, right? So we'll see. While obviously there's no definite updates on Chark or Marshall, which both players are showing signs of improvement. Chenal, who's in concussion or is out of concussion protocol, but still kind of remains a question mark because of, even though he's out of it, that doesn't necessarily mean he's ready to go because of, concussions. I've had a concussion. It's rough. So, and it depends on how bad it is too, right? But with his game status, I still think it would be like day to day leading up to the game, but and on his practice workload this week. So it is a concern to me, right? And that's why I brought up the whole, did we find a nice hidden gem with Smith? But I guess we'll see, because it sounds he might get some playing time. How many yards do you think B. John can get on Sunday against us? I'm going to be honest, man. Our run defense has been bad. It's been bad for the past couple years. We haven't been able to stop the run very well. How much did they have last year? That's what I'd like to know. I know Atlanta ran the ball a good amount last year. Don't worry, guys. We'll be breaking down the Atlanta game this week. I'll be doing predictions, play preview. I'll be live this Sunday as well, doing live play-by-play for it. So don't worry about that. Okay, so the game in October of last year where we lost in overtime, how many yards did he run? How many yards did they run against us? Dude, without Algier had 39. They put 167 yards on our head in that game. I could see them honestly putting up something like that. 100. I could see him put up like 100, 110 yards, possibly. It's very concerning. Shane says it's very concerning. Concerned, but not panicked yet. Okay. Two out of 3 new guys are out. TMJ out. We'll see as time goes on. Very thin receiver. B. John's first year. Dude, he's a stud, man. I watched him play in Texas. That dude's an animal. We're talking about a guy who has a mixture of playing style of Saquon Barkley and Derrick Henry. Or you could even add Christian McCaffrey into that mix. Like, the guy can do it all. He's nasty. He's gonna be very good. Unfortunately for us. So same cornerback room. We're good at the top, but our replacements are questionable at best. But we're hopeful for a great season. Yep. Like I said, there's a lot of unknowns with our team. There's a lot of young talent on this team. There's a lot of developmental. A lot of the guys on this team, I feel, are going to be developmental players, right? It's just a lot of unknowns, man. It's a lot of unknowns. I hope Sunday we will see the real defense as opposed to what we've been getting. I'm not too worried as much as the defensive side, as I am the offensive side. I need to see, because here's the thing. If Byrne don't play, good luck. Yeah. But the thing is, for me, I want to see this offensive line protect Bryce. Because Bryce, I feel like, can be an elite quarterback, but the only way anybody can be an elite quarterback in the NFL is by what is around him and the help that he has, right? So if your offensive line can only take you so far as a quarterback in the NFL, like you can, like I would like. That's the truth. Like your offensive line can only take your quarterback so far. It's the truth, though. Is Chenault playing? I haven't heard anybody being out for this game. So far. Let me look up injury reports for us. Let's see. What the fuck? I know that. They haven't even put an injury report up yet for week 1. Okay. Maybe ESPN might have something for us. Let me see. Injuries. It says for Chark, all they're still saying is that he said that his goal is to be ready for week 1. Marshall, he returned to practice, but was a limited participant last week. Dante Jackson, of course, they're saying should be ready for week 1. Miles Sanders is absolutely supposed to be ready for week 1. Dude, I don't know, man. I don't know. Well, no, he's off. Nader, he's off the concussion protocol. He's off the concussion protocol. He's just, they haven't announced if he's going to be ready for week 1 or not. They've already announced he's off of it. They just haven't announced if he's going to be ready to go. Jen says, sorry, I'm trying to find this stuff and I'm trying to get into comments too. Just says, I just want to say, as a very diehard Panthers fan for about 15 years now, I truly appreciate you responding and explaining to my comments. I follow many Panthers content creators and I feel like I'm easily dismissed because I'm not one of the guys. I just wanted to shout you out for that. Jen, if you support me, I will, the people who come in here and support me, I will always respond to them. I will always get back to you. I am not one of those people who does not get back to you because I appreciate y'all's support, right? Because honestly, if any NFL content creator, any Carolina Panthers content creator, anybody who does content at all, your supporters are the biggest thing you need to be able to do content. Like, y'all are the reason why I'm able to do this. So, of course, I'm not going to dismiss anybody's comments. Nader, what's your prediction on Sunday? Y'all going to have to wait for that. I'm not giving it to you now. I'm not going to go ahead. I'm not going to, I'm not going to give it to you now. I'm throughout the week, I'm going to be doing lots of content leading up to this game. Okay. All right. I'm going to continue constantly giving y'all content as it leads up to this game. So don't you worry. Okay. Don't you worry. Okay. So no, there's no injury reports right now, guys. I'm searching all over the place. Okay. Oh, well, wait. Hold on. Okay, so here we go. I'll share the injury reports right now. This is the most up-to-date one I could find on the internet. Thank God I got good searching skills. Okay, so this is our injury report. Okay. Out indefinitely, back issue, Sullivan, out indefinitely, undisclosed. I'm not sure what that means. We all know about Anderson, his foot. McCain is just undisclosed. This is the most up-to-date one, too. So, and obviously they're putting what's been last updated. So, this is the last update we've got. I mean, hamstring one is questionable. Sanders, questionable. Marshall, questionable. I know that. Let's see this. I'm looking at injuries, though, bro. So that means that Chenault, because Chenault's not on there. So that means Chenault, yeah. See, I knew he got taken off the concussion protocol. So he got taken off the concussion protocol. So he's not even starting. Or he's not even showing on here. So. And then those are the last up-to-date things right there for everybody. So. All right, let's get into the free agency because I know that we had a comment saying, hey, like what free agents are available? Because we were talking about the Dalton Risner being a perfect free agent for our team. So these are the top 100 available right now since September 1st. I'm pretty sure. Yep, this was updated September 3rd. So as of right now, these are the free agents that we could be possibly looking into. I like Fournette. Some of y'all don't. As for a power back, I would say yes. Jarvis Landry, wide receiver. I wouldn't go after him. He's too old. I need to look into Cameron Dantzler. I'm not sure. I don't know. I think he signed with someone though. Man, I had to look again. Did he sign? No, he's a free agent still. There's a corner right there. He's a free agent. See, I want to see his PFF grade. He's all right. He ain't nothing special. Okay, Chris Wormley. Let's look into him up real quick. Wish I could share multiple screens. That'd be awesome because then we could be going through this list and I could be showing you this. Okay, so here's a defensive lineman. Chris Wormley. Got some good grading from PFF. 6'5", 300. He's only been in the league for 6 years. Hold on, guys. I'm going to share the PFF grades for these guys here shortly. What position does he play? Oh, he's a defensive end. We don't need him. Matt Ioannidis, we all know about him. Kenny Golladay. Kyle Van Noy. 32. Who else is available? Casey Hayward. Melvin Ingram. Carlos Dunlap. Julio Jones. Hakeem Nicks. Carson Wentz. I'm not sure. We'll subscribe. Why not? Just give me a little something here. Okay, continue. All right, get out of here. All right, so who else is available? Taylor Lewan, offensive tackle. Ben Jones, center. Deron Harmon. Ryan Byron Jones. Anthony Barr, Robert Quinn. Logan Ryan, Andrew Norwell. AJ Cann, Michael Schofield. Gabe Jackson. Quintez Cephas. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. Brian Edwards, my boy. Darrell Henderson would be intriguing. James Robinson. For running backs, N'Keal Harry. Do you take a chance? You know, for wide receiver wise. Everybody's questionable, even Bryce. They are not going to tell, right? Well, Bryce is not questionable. He hasn't been injured. He hasn't had any injury, so he's fine. Okay. One thing Burns has over many is his durability and work ethic, saying his since now we're talking about injuries. Okay, I need to exit out of this stuff here. It's making the stream go slow. Too much stuff. Too much sauce. Okay, here we go. Kareem Hunt is good for us. He wants too much money. That's the problem with Kareem Hunt. He wants too much money. Okay, that was weird. Also, I'm still here. Okay. Yeah, I mean, so there's some free agents, man. I mean, let me pull that list back up. Sorry, I don't know why I took that off. I mean, based off this list, though, guys, like based off this list. I mean, all right. So if we're going to go based off what we would need, so we need another corner. We need another wide. We're probably going to, I would say, get another wide receiver. Get another offensive tackle or guard. Right. get another corner, and get a true nose tackle. So, Fournette would be my guy to get it. That for me, it would be him. I kind of want to see. Wait, not draft order. Let's do by position. That would be better. Thank you. Yeah, this is 2024. I need 2023, bro. It won't let me do it by position. Zam. Will this do it by position? Okay, cool. Now it does. PJ Walker's still out there. Y'all want to bring him back? Y'all want to bring PJ Walker back? Davis Webb. Tom Brady. Damn, they even had Tom Brady on this list. That's funny. Let's see. Stevie Scott, Tyson Williams, BJ Baylor, Caleb Huntley. Caleb Huntley had some games last year. He's not that great. He had some games. Duke Johnson, he's older now. Cameron Peoples, we already know what happened with him. That John Kelly guy I thought played well for Cleveland in the for the preseason. Benny Snell is an intriguing prospect. He was an intriguing prospect coming out of Kentucky. I thought he was going to be a lot better. Let's see who else we got out there. Malcolm Brown. Bring back Amir Abdullah. David Johnson. Mark Ingram, no. James Robinson. Let's see. Leonard Fournette. Let's see. Fullbacks. There ain't much. Okay. So wide receivers. Farrah Cooper, Gamecock boy. Sammy Watkins is out there, but he's 30 years old. I'm just Keyshawn Johnson. They let him go. They got Demir Berg, Gary Jennings, Ron Moon, Josh Van. Preston Williams, dude. Rashad Higgins, Shai Smith. Okay. I'm trying to see who is else out there right now. Yeah, I mean, wide receiver, defensive tackle, corner. Yeah. I mean, that's what I was saying. Dude, who would be? I mean, no. You could bring in Denzel Mims or Quintez Cephas. Those are guys we could look at. Antonio Callaway might be a guy you could look at. Let's see if I'm missing anybody up here. Okay. Let's keep going. I'm going based off who I think we could go after. Guys we could bring in who would at least be worth a chance. Keelan Cole, I think would be worth a chance. Kiki Coutier would be worth a chance. Jalen Rieger would be worth a chance. N'Keal Harry be worth a chance. You know what's crazy? N'Keal Harry was a first round pick. That's nuts. Brian Edwards, my guy. I mean, Jarvis Landry's only 30. I mean, you could bring in another veteran there. Jamison Crowder. I don't know how much he's got left in the tank. Kenny Galladay. Not sure what he's like. I think he likes to sit on his butt and eat potato chips, honestly. There's not a lot. I mean, there's maybe Anthony Miller, Daz Newsome, maybe. Bring in Julio Jones to go against his former team. That'd be ironic. All right, tight ends we can skip. Offensive tackle, I'm going to skip these guys too. Guards, Dalton Risner's the best guy, honestly. Dalton Risner's the best on this list for sure. I mean, there's no doubt in my mind. Michael Schofield might be bad. Dalton Risner for sure for the right guard position. Let's see. It's not much. All right, so there's the guard positions. Now we need to go into D line. There we go. I don't know, man. I don't know any. I wouldn't know who to really bring in for these guys, honestly. Besides Marquand, I'm not sure who. I guess I could look up who's the top. Well, that's in March, dude. I don't want March. I want the updated version, bro. Like today. Like let's see if this will give me it. You know what the thing that sucks is that most of these defensive tackles and nose tackles have already signed with teams. Most of them. Most of these guys have already signed with teams. Or not on this list, but most of the big guys that we would want to bring in. I mean, we could bring. I mean, I wouldn't be mad at looking at bringing back Matt Ioannidis, honestly, because I don't know who else to bring in. Like looking at this list, and most of these people have already signed. Shelby Harris hasn't signed. Hakeem Hicks hasn't signed. I mean, you're going to then you get very, very, Chris Wormley maybe, but he's considered more of a defensive end. Like if you want to go true nose tackle, maybe Derek Nadi or Michael Brockers. There's only a couple guys left, man. I mean, in the free agency, it's slim pickings right now. Oh, he's suspended for gambling. That's so stupid, man. See, that's the thing I hate about NFL. They'll go off and go slap someone will get in a domestic violence case, or someone will go off and punch somebody in the face. They'll punch a UPS person in the face, or they'll get in a fight at some boating dock, or they'll drink and drive and get caught, or they'll drink and drive and kill someone and only get suspended like a certain amount of games. But if they gamble, you're out for the year. Makes no sense to me. That's the thing I hate about the NFL. I can't wait until see if Mike Evans deal. Just get a CB. Yeah, I mean, we ain't gonna get Mike Evans, man. I know I did a short on that. We ain't getting Mike Evans. It ain't happening. It ain't happening. Matt Ioannidis got signed. Shit. Okay. Clay, you're dead right. It's true, man. These guys will go out there and freaking, they'll go out there and go do something stupid, kill somebody, murder someone, but yet then someone gambles. The next thing you know, get this guy, so. Okay, so the best of the rankings, okay? So Matt Ioannidis is already signed. So that Chris Wormley, I looked him up. He's more of a defensive end / defensive tackle. So he would really be more where Derek Brown Derek Brown is on the outside. Apparently from this website, these are the guys they rank that are the best free agents to sign right now. So I maybe honestly, I wouldn't be mad at looking at these first three guys here. Jarvis, Cameron Dantzler, Dalton Risner. Okay. That fills in the corner, wide receiver, guard position. Okay. You're bringing in a veteran wide receiver. Leonard Fournette would be another guy I'd look into because we need a power back, right? Jarvis brings in another veteran status at the wide receiver position, more depth to there. Corner, you're bringing an extra depth piece in, Cameron Dantzler. He's not terrible, but it would be a nice role piece. Dalton Risner be a lot better than Chandler Zavala. Then you could put Chandler Zavala maybe at the left guard position. Christensen could be a rotational piece with Icky at the left tackle, maybe. I don't know. That could be something that could be looked at. I don't like Kenny Galladay. I would never go after him because I'm pretty sure that guy just likes to sit on his butt and eat potato chips. Hakeem Hicks has not been signed. He would be more of a nose tackle than what we got. The defensive nose tackles and defensive linemen it's slim pickings. It is slim pickings. Yeah, there ain't much. Based off their list. So, wasn't Deontay Foreman let go by the Bears? I'd have to check on that. I don't know if they let him go or not yet. Nope. He's still with the Bears. He is still with the Bears. Yep. He's still with the Bears. So no, Deontay Foreman. PJ Walker was let go. Wow, guys, we've been on here. Oh my God, I've been on here for an hour and 40 minutes. Holy smokes. I got some TikToks and shorts to do for you guys. I got to get done. Okay, guys. Well, I'm going to hop off because I do need to get that done for you guys. I'm going to get some stuff done for you guys. So guys, I appreciate everyone joining the live stream today. Happy Labor Day to all of you folks. Thank you for blessing this channel and continue blessing me here, and come and continue to join the live stream, guys. Make sure you just come in, subscribe, like, that's it. Join the Discord. The link is in the chat. It's the new link. So use that. Also, check me out on all my social media. I am very active on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. I am very active on all those. Okay. Then BetUSA. Okay. If you sponsorship of this live stream, guys. So make sure you go check them out. If you're a betting degenerate like myself, okay, you got to use them. Right. It's week 1 of the NFL season. They match up to 125% on your first bet. So sign up for free today. And the link is down in the description. If you use promo code Pantherology, I think they'll give you, I have to double check again, but I think they give you an extra 25% on your first bet, or they give you like a free $25 bet. So go check them out. Use the link, sign up with my promo code Pantherology. Definitely helps out the channel. But if you can't do that or do anything else, guys, just like and subscribe. That's all I ask. Okay. NFL the Kid, I will answer your question real quick. When is your next stream game breakdown? I will be breaking down the game Friday, probably. I'll probably be doing a game breakdown, like a preview prediction on Friday. Thursday, it's going to be more of NFL content, guys. I'm going to be doing more of NFL content on Thursday, where I'm going to be doing some picks. We're going to do the week 1 picks. And then, but the rest of the week it's just going to be news and updates and me, giving my opinions on them and stuff like that. So, and then of course, busting out short content. You have to go live during the Atlanta game. Big Smurf. I will be live during the Atlanta game. I will be doing a live stream. I will be live watching it. So I will be definitely doing that. So no worries. All right. No worries. There's only going to be a couple games. There's only going to be like 2 games I'm probably won't be live streaming for. Probably Well, week 2 for sure. I will not be live streaming that one, the Monday night game, because I will be at that game. The Cowboys game is a possibility I might be going to, so I might not be live streaming that game. And I think we have another game this year. I think, if I'm not mistaken, on Christmas or Christmas Eve, which means I definitely won't be because I'll be with family. I think we have another Christmas Eve game again this year or something like that. I'd have to double check the schedule. The 24th we do. So I might go live that night day. I might not. That's going to be difficult for me to do so. Because of family. So yeah. We'll have to play that one by ear. And we would have to play the one on the 31st by ear as well. So we'll see. So, all right, guys. Well, I appreciate everyone joining. I'll be live tomorrow afternoon. I'll probably be live tomorrow around lunchtime. So around 12:30 is normally when I've been going live because that's just best for me with my work schedule. So I will definitely be going live tomorrow at 12:30. Hopefully one day I could just be doing YouTube full time and I could just go live twice a day and do 2-hour streams and just do that, do this full time. So that's the goal though. All right, guys. I appreciate everyone joining. Make sure you pound the like button on your way out. Peace.